are the politicians them. Yeah. In your face, them a smile up. Behind your back, of money, them a pile up. Try to start your business and them quick for spoil up. Hey, well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done a wonderful job at tear down with country demolition, man. Sibbly bang, well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done such a great job selling out the country with your business plans. Well, you forget a round of applause beyond the work you're doing. Decisions where you make will left the country in a ruins, yo. Strictly personal gain you're pursuing, so the stocks rate higher than the planes where you're fluing. We gonna make a deal with the IMF, knowing on a box shine, none of sugar cane left. The hotels and the beaches, the Spanish them go screeching in. No know how you do, but all the office say is well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done a wonderful job at tear down the country demolition, man. Skibbly bang, well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done such a great job selling out the country with your business plan. Our kind of plan, which is to keep poverty and unemployment on the rise. Corruption and not to mention the lies. Election and when the tension arrives, so you buy with ends up, you not to mention the fries. Anything to secure your vote, and then you rob the people to secure your vote. We go up Boat Island where the Chinese own. No, Jamaica is a Chinese loan. I tell you, well done, Mr. Politician Man. It's done a wonderful job at tear down with country demolition, man. Sibbly bang, well done, Miss Politician Lady. You done such a great job selling out the country and you still not pay with. But still if inflation was a guess you would have get A+. So when me met the US the exchange rate for the dollar getting weaker. The solar life did it to the cheap.
Yo, respect my youth. Alright.
Where you stop and every year you buy your
Voting the politician there.
Well done, Mr. Politician Man. You done a wonderful job at tear down the country demolition, man. Sibbly bang, well done, Miss Politician Lady. You done such a great job selling out the country. Coming like Humpty Dumpty now. Congratulate them, you know. Yeah, man, give thanks for the effort, you know. Yeah, man, enough things in our go on, you know. But you them see still, so give thanks. Yeah, man. Thanks, Kabaka, please.
Yeah, that's the voice of Kabaka Pyramid, the lyrical pyramid. You know, respect to the item. Alright, welcome everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the open conversation once again. Badingol al Nimbara, al Nyadi, ngal welcome. You know, ngal bunya na kachato. You know, open conversation. Musidal tanala mo for the jam. Welcome to the open conversations. You know, that we always have. Every Saturday. What I choose topic you want, what they run in our society, and that is, you know, what I welcome people habita yotere suka ehimbe besiku one them jogi the same mentality or the same thoughts or different, you know. Today I have Mohammed Fati Hassan Jaite, you know. Hassan Jaite is engaged, and you know, but likewise I enjoy having my youth man here, you know. we have been rocking from childhood today, you know. We have been nurtured together, and you know, destiny bring us from childhood to where we are. We live under the same environment, brother. Mohammed Fadi, you know, I will let you make your salutations, and then I will engage you on the topic, on the discussion.
Okay, thank you very much, Babukar. Assalamu alaikum, Jiber Lalu, anem ben namoy kanyu watola, mbaflal beko, al nimbara, al tinyang al ulara, Once again, balbe bunyala conversation of the jang kakacha ko la mengalon ko wala be kirin Gambia banko kam. So altin na moy hakilo la alien na moy kuke ngamum fo aliata ni hakilo fanan because be ngamum ke don puru kajebe banko kam na mirado mum tikino ka banko samanya tan ko le kacha jang. So I'll be you are all welcome. And once again, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning to the conversation.
Mohamed, thank you very much. Mohamed, today is Flamsdag.
Yeah.
We are all living under Flandra, but we the PVDA, we are against this separatism. So we don't celebrate these Flams things. We go for nationalism. But I will wish you a Flamsdag, as we live in under this regionalism.
Thank you. Thank you. We are all Flams here.
People outside Gambia, outside Belgium, when they hear Belgium, they just
they don't understand.
They don't understand this country.
It's very complicated.
Let me use this opportunity to ask you this question. As a government, when we were at school, we learned system of government. We did politics in classroom. In the classrooms, we discuss politics. We discuss about system of governments and political difficulties. Mohamed, how do you feel when you find yourself in this country, in Belgium? Politically. I know you follow politics as a youth activist of your GMC political party. You have been. I know from school, like you and me, we have been introduced to politics, and we get interest from politics since from the classroom. So how do you feel? How do you observe the politics in Belgium?
Thank you very much, Wakar, for that question. Belgium is a unique case, when it comes to politics, because my first shock when I come to Belgium and when I start to follow Belgian politics somehow, I find out that Belgium is not like like the politics in Belgium is not like the Gambia. For example, you have certain political parties in Flanders that you cannot find in other parts in Belgium. Like you have certain political in Wallonia. You have certain political parties. Those are political parties for the Flanders. We don't find them in the other part of the country, like in the Wallonia, the French-speaking side. So these things, I find it somehow, confusing. How comes the same country, and there are political parties found in one part of the country, but they are not existing in another part of the country. But as I stay here and I study the situation, I understand that that's how Belgium is generally is, because the philosophy or the ideology of such political parties, it's not like national, it does not cover the whole of the Belgium, So what they are fighting for and what they want is specific to what the area they are living, Their struggle and their fighting is about who they are, the area they live in, and what they want to achieve, So the idea is not national. It's not national, So obviously, you cannot find them everywhere in the country, And this is something I find it very strange, And compared to Gambia, you cannot have one political party existing in Congo and you don't find it in the Gambia. It's every part of the country. UDP, GMC is national, But here, I found out some parties, they are not national. They are only for Flanders. You find them only in Flanders. You cannot find them in Wallonia. And this is something I have never, in school, I have never learned politics like this. But I found it here, So I don't know what kind of political system is this.
You look at the whole of the world, maybe. I think Belgium is unique, I think. Like what you said, because this separatism that you find in this country, the country is so divided internally, but outside Belgium, people don't notice that.
They don't notice it.
They don't notice it because when it comes to national level, they have one representative, but internally there is a lot of division. Now, like you said, in Belgium, it's only one party that have the same. In Wallonia, what they have in Wallonia is what they have in Flanders. That is the PVDA. They call them Partij van de Arbeiders. is the Workers' Party.
Yeah.
That is the only one that is one national in the whole country. But the rest, they are PS, they are Socialist Party in the other side, but their objectives is for the French side. This Socialist, this side also, their objective is for the Dutch-speaking side. So it is so complicated. But Mohammed, living like a country like 11 million people, 11, almost 12 million people in Belgium.
Yeah.
You having this unique political division, but still, when it comes to national interest, they all work together. Even though it get difficult, but it take long. Like the last time we were talking about how long it took to form a central government in Belgium after election. It took us almost 1.5 years before we get a federal government. So you look at the politics in our own background, where we come from, and we follow politics that much. We follow this politics in the Gambia because we come from there. We've been introduced to politics, and it is our own people.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think, what is the difference between the two political systems that you are witnessing in Belgium here, and that of, if you want, we can speak in Mandinka or any other language, our national languages. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Niyo jube, come tell ntenite, they introduce us to politics and government. Kabrin Kata school from grade 10 to grade 12. We have deep discussions and deep studies. You even go home, you studying about other government systems and other political parties and all those things. You get introduced to politics and you get interest in politics. Nia jube intel na politico mem tara Belgium jang, men koto jang, and intel na politico Gambia. What are the fundamental differences? Ite mune what is your education? What do you learn from these two?
Okay, one thing I learned, like the difference between Belgium and Gambia is that, like for example, in Flanders, in Flanders, we have our own system of we are autonomous. Like we are autonomous. For example, we can run our own education system. We can run our own. For example, we can run our own education system, and so things like that. But also in Wallonia, in France Brabant, they have this autonomy, this independence to run their own way of doing how they want to set up their education system. So, but when it comes to nationwide, for example, defense in terms of defense, in terms of foreign policy. So this is taken at the level of the national level. Like for example, Brussels decide that whereby all the other regions, they don't take independent foreign policy as regard to foreign countries or outside countries. So now that foreign policy on how to deal with other countries, that is on a federal level. Like the federal government in Brussels is taking care of this. When it also comes to defense, in terms of defense, to defend Belgium as a country, the federal level. This is at the federal level. They don't leave it to the regions, to take care of their own defense. So in Gambia, we don't have this kind of system. In Gambia, there's one government, and whatever it is, government take care of it. You don't have regional government or at the federal level or regional level. We don't have this. We also have, for example, Jamfanang, we have police, we have national police who are in charge of national matters. Also, we have federal, we have regional police. They are based in their regions. So these are some of the differences. Gambian in Belgium, if police Gambia, we have one police force. That take care of the whole country. But in Belgium, what happened in Flanders, before, unless it is an national concern and an emergency from Mungalonko, it's trying to shake the whole of Belgium. The federal police, will collaborate, will come together and collaborate with the regional police and all of these things. But now their own region, every police funko regional, they make sure that to really take care of themselves. Even though they have links in Brussels whereby they share ideas, they share intelligence, they share ideas on how to run the Belgium. But none of that, on some specific, they left that to the regional fungo for their own security protection. So, but in Gambia, we don't have this thing. So it's different. There are so many different fungo munganko government in Belgium. They are quite different system of government.
I start discussions like the differences system of government that we lived in the Gambia before we came here, and until we are here now. Is for people to understand where we pick from our aspirations, because as complicated as this country is politically, but when it comes to national interest, the national they don't play with that.
Yeah, they unite on that and then make sure that the national interest comes first.
And every political party will do.
Yeah, we support that.
Will support that. But Ntelna Gambia is all about the party interest. Most of our political differences and the difficulties that we have politically is because of party politics. People play a lot of party politics than policies. Don't you think that is what is hindering our society in Africa? That is what is more disturb back, because more ke fan doroneje, if I can say that.
No, because politics should be about context of ideas, puruka ideal share, like ka mirayal share, ka kacha ko la munyalango ole kumada ole banko sambala nyato yaje. So nite agenda sodo mungalango ete amina ko ole bedara pour banko yena ila political party la agenda ya ko mole la moyala. You understand? Then ibaje la ko mun kila moy to fanan ba ibe opportunity la pour kila moy alla diamolla den wo diamo kono le balon nako to nyato nyaade nyin akamum fo ntenga fe ndem ndita mire afe nyina mu mode mungalan ko ninga kate ko de la banko samala nyato taje bari instead of ngoki Gambia ndolka politiko ke nyamena wala mu kari ngalon ne kari na bota ma fankilinela wala kari na frende mo yaje. So I ala police bidara ban wala mam bidara ban, but because ntenga je ko la ko na la ko muniyata ana man ke banko la ko de ana ta banko la investigate, but because I share same interest, personal interest with this person, so mbasubo la by all means necessary. Because ni na jibe comme ya fanya Belgium jang, they have so many problems within themselves. Sometimes I talk about these things, I post it on Facebook, but you cannot know it outside. No, it's impossible. Ni mantra Belgium, some of these things. If you
if you don't follow the politics,
even if we are here, if you don't follow it, no, you cannot know it. No, it's impossible, because they make sure that Banco, the interest of the country is intact. Because everybody have to come together, no matter the differences. But Gambia, that's what we don't understand. Na political party leader, whether he is right or wrong, whether he is correct or not correct, this mindless, following correct. We don't mind what the politician is saying. We just want to follow blindly. I understand. So, wala muna problemoti. So, ikajala kufang ila political leader or ila political party you know that definitely they are not bringing policy. Munga can advance the interest of the country. But because you just want to be loyal to this political party, you don't care, what the interest of the country is, but because you want to be associated with this political party. So what important thing. So as long as Mao Bulaje, the Bankola interest you trust me, even the next government, the same problem will continue to unfold itself. As long as more political personal interest and political regionalism or tribalism or all of these things, and see the country as first, then believe me, we have a long way to go.
That is you are absolutely right, because Nia Jube internal political is so complete. Is it because of lack of education, like the mass majority of our society is not that educated, or those who are educated, they are not that interested in politics. Imang interested of political ibuke fan dundi political or civil society groups. They don't take much time more enlightened about the what is politics, why party politics, why do we do party politics, like they do go around when it comes to election. Now you see this campaign recently, you see people campaigning for the importance of people having a voter's card, but
yeah,
the value of having the voter's card, yeah, that is important, but letting people know about party politics, why are political parties formed, and what is the interest of a political party in a state, and what are you to find in a political party, yamira wole fanang nyanta dun wo campaign or civic education. That is what should go on more than like just because people campaigning now about people to go out and massively register is the same as the political parties going out convincing people to vote for them. And like you said, they will just vote based on tribe, based on family ties or friendship or regionalism, something like that. Don't you think these civil society groups should do more about sensitizing people about party politics?
No, obviously, definitely. Well, that's we have NTC. We have NTC in the Gambia, National Council for Civic Education. We have them. Is there? That's all I made to la do hoti. Kaji go kamul sensitize civil call munyalango political, either in politics or social matter or anything munyalango bankola interest molity. That's why they are set up. This is why they have National Council for Civic Education. I understand. So, but they are not functioning. The only time they can operate elections was like this time. And we have the CSOs, civil society organizational fund. The only time you see them in actively is when something big is about to happen. Then they want to bring the attention of the people to that thing. But people were sleeping for many years. So just within a certain period of time, you just want to do things haphazardly, in a quick way. Whilst many years and months people were sleeping, they don't know, what are some of these things. You understand? So Nana Tawo Karola, Gambia na political system or set of it's going to be very, very difficult pour ka mol awayandi wala ka mol bondi system o kono ka ko do ratindi because foundation o mem pharmacy ring mun ba operate kan it benefits them more. The politicians that are inside all of these things, it benefits them more than the masses, because system of governance mem pharma care thing, it benefits few people. I always keep saying this. The positive system member if you are outside, you can say this and this, but the moment you get inside, you hold on to all those positions, then you see that, okay, I have interest, I have big interest here, everything is open for me, I have chance to steal, I have chance to because that's a system in place. They give you a budget of millions of dollars, so they tell you have to manage this, understand? So these millions of dollars, you decide how to manage it. Nobody, who comes to account you for this money. Nobody comes to account you at the end of the day. So Mumbai Kamunkedu, yearly, at the end of the day, they say the auditors report. How can you give someone something for the whole year?
And
only
then
for one,
yes,
only 1 year. Yeah. Only 1 year. You want to audit him for 12 months. What about how are you sure that you can? It's not possible. So we have to monitoring people monthly by monthly basis. Effective no customer based up no. So for the question answer, civil education is lacking in the country because I don't know why. Whether they don't have resources to go around and sensitize the people, but as long as we have the system in place, nyanda kakaro munge kamul itani kamul kalamutani ka foiko. Albe katri kaso nyine kanne tonya but amanke damma katri kaso nyine yeta katri kaso fight. That's not the only thing. Ne katri kaso soto Ajube ite ajube politiciano munianon ko ila policier le boy ite la fe wala be banko develop la ale katita ale ade wala no ajel but ni ko mo le do alta katita ale katita fay you know
ya fay moment ado
moment di atalier yes mundi atalier
so
ajel so
okay,
mundi
like, ite maybe you are my friend.
Yeah, of course.
I have to vote for you, but you might not be good for the future.
Exactly.
You might be good for me, but in Ibota Jedron, the people who after then people ninte bota Jedron, more men come all they nafala elako.
Exactly.
They will not have no benefit of you. So I think what you point out here is very vital. You know, making people understand the reason why there should be political parties, why, and all these political parties, even those who like in the Congress, people who go to select leadership in it have to start from, you know, many people will start say democracy start from the party Congress. In the parties itself, the parties have to show, you know, literally, you know, and you know, with everything that how a state should go, and bring out massive education, bring sensitize people, involve people, like from the grassroots to above, but not only elite, not bringing only elites in their midst. Now people with master's degrees, people with higher functions, or people well known, while you know the state needs even the farmer, the cleaner, the carpenter, the mechanic.
Exactly.
You know, so this kind of things, people, you know, I think what you said here is very vital. I involved in this discussion because, you know, I read from the social media, you know, when they asked the Honorable Bibi Dabo about all this noise in the Gambia.
Okay.
His response was, it's because of people are lack of you know, knowing what they, you know, like having policies, or having knowing the reality. That's why all this noise is. In a sense, I agree with the Honorable Bibi Dabo.
Bibi Dabo, yeah.
Yeah, in a sense, when I read that, I said people are saying no, he should not say that. But what Bibi Dabo point was right, because you know what, when people are not educated, people are not oriented, they can be easily distracted.
That's true.
So this is what Bibi Dabo, in my understanding, I'm not trying to perfect what he said. This is what I understanding from the reaction about all this noise, about these interviews, about this social media. I will come with you to that. But now, for now, we are talking about this party politics thing. You know, I am for you. Because yalon ni mo malong munatin ni Mohamed Fati wulta doron nyanta wulila. Ni Mohamed Fati sita nyanta silal. Ni Mohamed Fati be fenkela doron. Nte fana nyanta bulala no makake. Ni wo dalilo lon doron. Asi sonia bake pour ayen dundi problème or. So this is what I understand to that. It's because people don't know what they are up to, or the reason why they do things. You know, why are they involved in political parties? Why are they involved in electoral processes? Why are they involved in trying to sell the ideas of party politics, a particular party? Or why are they trying to, you know, they don't understand this. They just like they are just associating with them. Do you agree with that statement?
No, I agree, because Niaji be fan Gambia. I think nyanda kamun political party leaders or nyanda kamun start kamunke. Like not only when the election kanasi, but it nyanda kila momondi. Like all the political party can phone. This is our policy. We have manifesto. We have our plans and objectives. But I think it's the right time they start telling people from now everything is left for kamunke, because you are existing how many years? Every government should know, for example, what GMC want to do when it comes to government, what UDP want to do when it comes to government. So they should, I think they should start this thing. Kamul Karandi, every the policy on education, the policy on health, the policy on agriculture. This is what they should be starting to tell people. They go to schools. They should go to school and tell students. You know what? Nindal kata masa kundati. School karamungo mba Allah school education mba improve attend. You tell them exactly how education should be improved. Not just 1 minute or 5 minutes. You have to explain in detail. The planning. How do you kolo sola mundo le purka okay? And then ibe materials or bola mundo purka education improve. You have to tell everything about what you should do. Then if I go the student there, they will be able to think whether what you are saying makes sense or did not make sense. So now, if they are able to understand you, and another political party come and also talk about how to improve education, and the final reason for how it's going to from primary education, secondary education up to university, and the final about this is how he intend to further the education of our country. Then we will be able to make a comparison of how party A intend to improve education and how party B intend to improve education. So within those students, they can allow them to have debate over issues about education, about like they organize debate. What do you think about the policy of GMC and the policy of UDP on education? So students will debate among themselves. You know why? I think GMC, their policy on education is good, or their policy UDP, their policy on education is good. You bring your argument why you think GMC is okay, or your argument why UDP policy on education is good. Then people in this way, so they don't find a light about their policy. Then if I voting killer, already they know the idea of your so likewise agriculture, likewise health sector and everything. So in 1 year or in 2 years, they kill a program, telling people this is what you are going to do. And we don't just tell people, you have to tell people how, why, and the method you have to tell everything exactly. You cannot just tell us they kill a market and you just go and we clap you and go. So they should start doing that.
That is absolutely right, because the schools are the grassroots. It's where people, like in Tenite, I say it here, we've been introduced to system of government and because of our involved sitting in class like 3 years talking about governments, people coming teaching us all kind of that's why we get more involved in we get political interest in government. And I think what you said, but Mira, is it not also high time? Kunung, I was listening to Gis. I don't know whether you watch this program.
No, I don't. I watched it, but yesterday I didn't watch.
Long time I don't watch those programs. But yesterday, I was at one moment I come to the to the program. I found these people we are talking about. I had this brother, I forget his name. He said, "Ako, it's high time the Gambia Press Union, they start to take measures about telling Gambians who is a journalist and who is not a journalist." He said, because everybody in the Gambia can be a journalist. People now, because we have a lot of media houses and a lot of social media platforms, people can just get up and do and polluting the minds of the population. Don't you think also it's high time that this mainstream media houses, social media, like me, nobody can control what I do here. But let's say the mainstream media houses in the land, in the Gambia, the mainstream, the big ones that are registered and having like TV stations or radio stations, is it not high time that they to educate our people? Is it not high time to have this kind of programs that you said that like these political parties, they go to the grassroots, to the schools and tell Kela manifestos, their plans and agendas, their intentions, their objectives, to sell it to the people. Don't you think it's high time that we have these platforms, like on all our mainstream medias in the Gambia, that this political party, they will bring, let it not be my party, or let it not be Ahmad Ba, or let it not be the president, or let it not be, Hussein Udabo or Sidi Ajata or Halifa Saleh, but anybody who is a prominent of the party, who knows the manifestos, who are part and parcel of those who write or sell those ideas, to come and sit down and exchange ideas. Maybe the president will be sitting, or the cabinet will be sitting, and they will be listening, and they will be learning from these people. Maybe one thing that they missed, they were hanging on, that they can, okay, as if we do what the GMC Congress come out of after their Congress, or what did the UDP come out of their Congress, what they want to do, we add it on our plans now. Maybe it will ease in the burden on education or healthcare or transportation or something like. Yamira, it's not high time that these media houses stop doing this these cheap talk shows and educate people really?
No, that's very important. Because it's sad that you can not in the media platform for hours people are listening and they cannot, at the end of the day, they don't learn anything that is Mumbai life impact like positively. I understand. So this is it's a waste of time for the people, and it's just nonsense. I understand. So there are so many important matters they need to be discussed. A lot of things people don't know about political parties, and they need to know them. I understand. To be able to make informed choice, at the right time, but how would they know that? Like they invite people within their ranks, not only political party leaders, but people who have the institutional knowledge of that political party. They know a lot of things about the party. They can explain to the masses. Whether it makes sense or it does not make sense, but yes, still that is what they intend to do. It's left to you to accept it or not accept it. But at least they are saying something about what they think it will further the interest of this country. Like inviting, executive from other political parties. Like because near Rajube, to come out in the Kanyininka, it's not just like, a mere conversation, like no more seeing television or a platform, people are listening to him. So I think the Kanyininka is very important. And another Keja is very important. So like randomly, you can talk, shooting, and you think you can be a if you do that, you are putting yourself in a serious situation, because Nemo Natandi, you should be able to guide that person on what you think is good for the country, So Nanata Abefam Fokang, and you don't have the training, you don't have the knowledge, on how to redirect this person and deviate him from what he is saying, professionally, then it's going to be a problem for you because you cannot manage the interview. You understand? So, like you said, it's the right time the press union, identify people and go on sensitizing people. For journalism is a profession. Mungalongo is very noble, And do niaka nyama, it's a part of function no jele because you inform people. By interacting with so many people. But at the same time, if you use it in another way, you can cause violence in the country. You can cause chaos and mayhem in a country, within a split of second.
We seen, we watch that movie sometimes in April in Rwanda. You watch that movie, you see that brother who was speaking in the radio or the radio station, he was encouraging the Hutus out about the Hutus. That boy, in reality, he was taken to the the International Criminal Court So things like that, because media, you see how big farms, like company bal ikad all dundi for advertisement alone, because the media it's how to call it, is it can change the mindset of people. It can influence people.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I think that boy, is it Daba? He's called Daba. He was at
Tabah
the
Malik. Yeah,
yeah.
Tabah Malik.
When that brother speak, he's what I learned from there is absolutely right. I think it's high time that uh I don't say the government or the Gambia Press Union can control every social media platform, but like the mainstream medias, they can orient them, because most of these people who are running these media houses, they are not experienced people. Very few of them have that vast experience of broadcasting and all those things. We know most of these people that we see prominent, anchors of platforms in the Gambia. They start from the GRTS, and they went on their own. So GRTS itself is not that it's not that correct, because GRTS was used at one point as a propaganda tool
Propaganda tool, yeah, for Jamaica.
to sip. So
Yeah, it's true.
it might be these people learn from that marketing system from there, and they are applying them to their platforms just for the views and for the commercial interest.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
That's it.
sometimes you watch programs in the Gambia, and you tend to say, why people doing this? Why are you hosting this program? You have some of those programs which are so educative, but because like the Gis, it's an open conversation. People have they talk their mind, they speak of their mind, but not once, not twice. Let me, before I come to that.
Okay, then let me ask something, because Yalom Fanang sign thing, like you touch on it, Kapoko, some of the they do it because of you and all of these things, Agile. And Nungamina Udafana is very important. Kumata Baki like Kaji Fonko Baki. Because near Rajube, most of the Fonko platform, because Gameno in general, we believe we like drama too much, wherever drama is, and so all of these people go there, they want to know, they want to listen, be Jumale Kang Sama Jumale Kang be Jumala Fonko Kang, so these things bring people, it brings people to, it drives traffic to your platform. Because, like, for example, Nibe NPP, all the UDP will come there and say, okay, let's see what they are saying about MPP, because they are enjoying it, and vice versa, Nibe UDP or GMC, all the other people will come and say, because of these things. So the media also is taking advantage of these things and bringing people that can bring,
absolutely.
So this is what they should take care of. This is what they should be careful,
you're absolutely right, because this boy, I don't know what is Lamin Jai, he said he is the editor of the Fatu Network.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes on his news review, when he invite people, personals, often I see in the Gambia, this is my observation, this is my own opinion. Molbe Diamukang, people are invited to give political and community opinions on national platforms. In my own opinion, those people should not be speaking anymore on behalf of the people. Those people have no moral duties to convince, to influence anybody. I will name two. I will name two of my opinion. This is my own opinion. This brother Mamadou Sabali, this brother from Njai, what is his name from now with the NPP?
Sidin
Njai. These two brothers have been misleading. These are two figures are young Gambians. They are young Gambians who should have been good role models in the Gambia for the young ones. But they failed at a point, and still they are given platforms to come and convince people blindly. Those people inviting them to influence others. blindly forget these people have been main instruments of misleading Gambians. To my opinion, these two brothers should not be sitting on any platform to be talking about moral responsibility of people.
I agree with you. I agree with you because near Ajibe, you have to take people lesson. You have to tell people, you know what, this is what you have done. This is what you can do. This is what you are able to do. If you don't remind people what they are and who they are, and you give them this self-importance, and then self-inflated ego in them. So they believe that they have all it takes, and it be like Nyana Rajibe, Sabali and Jai, Sirin Jai, like you said, these are people, Munialanko, in the past regime, they were like, they have caused so many pain to the people in this country. I understand. And up to today, when they talk, when they speak, they have this arrogance in them. They never want to, So it's their opinion. It's their Gambian. Someone may disagree with you and say they have, but to me also, if I am these people are not, I'm not going to say they're not participating in it, but they'll not be at the forefront. Trying to teach people about morality and what is good and bad.
On national platforms.
Yes, because they don't have that track record.
At one point, once I was tempted to write to Lamin Jai, to write to him. I tell him, listen, my brother, I don't think you only have to look for the public view or the view and the publicity of your
because of that.
At 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 1 month, it was about Lamin Jai and Mamadou Sabali.
The
argument on his platform was about these two people. What does this man think about this man? I wanted to say to the brother, listen, this thing have nothing to. This will not take your platform anywhere apart from the importance, apart from the views. But it cannot help the Gambian people. It cannot educate Gambian people, because if you yourself have to go one step back, you will have see a lot of filth about this brother that you might not want to listen to them. Do you know why I talk nganying topic about these two brothers?
Yeah.
Are you surprised that Ning outcry of the reaction towards recently the last interview that Terin Chapacholi Babaja gave in the Gambia? If you are following Babaja, you might not. This might not be new to you. It is not new. I don't know whether you are following him.
No, sometimes or not. I cannot follow that boy too much.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised with the reaction of the Gambian, some of the Gambian society about his ranting on the platform of of that brother? What
you see, like you said, Babaja, with all due respect, Babaja, I think is also among the people, Muni Alanko, they should not give them the mic to stand, and talk about issues. Because Babaja, Niga and the time to time, but I cannot watch him for long because I don't learn anything from now from Kokaino. Because when you listen to him, he don't have the wherewithal, the intellectual wherewithal, or even the knowledge to talk about policies or to talk about anything that is of interest to the country. All what he is good at is personal and private issue of people. This is his best. He can talk about it. He can rhyme about it when he's talking. He can rhyme about it, people. But ask him about a policy or thing, he will stammer. He cannot go because that's not his. It's not his area.
But he said that. He always said that. He's a comedian and he's an entertainer. Try to educate, to sensitize people.
So
and he's a tool.
He said, this is what he's a tool. But the media should understand this, because like what he did to Fadu Network right now, it brings Fadu Network into so much, confusion. Some are against them, some are for them, whereby they could have avoided that, Niman. Hey, today is going to be nice. Welcome, boy. Welcome. I understand. So, but to answer your question, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by what people say to think about this thing.
Boy,
great no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Great 12 parts B. No problem.
Yeah,
but yes.
Yeah, I understand. So I'm not surprised because maybe this is the people Babaja have gone overboard maybe in this case. But some of the things he said, he have been saying this on his own platform. You understand? He have been saying this on his platform, DSD. But the difference is Padu Network is an established platform. It's registered, is registered, and I have from Pride Lekoka, he's credible platform. I call it for him, I understand. And it's followed by thousands of people, both in and outside the country. So such a platform, Moena CJ, and he's talking such a thing, for about more than an hour, I understand. I think that's where the reaction comes from, where this going for the part of network, and then who is interviewing him, and how the whole show goes about, So on thing this, what make it so polarizing, like it have never been before, Because Babaja says some of these things in his own platform.
Because of the figure Babaja, or is it because of the subject, Usainu Dabo, that make it more polarized?
Yeah, it's because of Mr. Dabo, because number one, he's an elderly man in our country. Not politics aside, he's an elderly man in our country. He's a father and he's a grandfather. He's an uncle. Understand? And also, he's a leader of a political party.
It's a statement.
It's a statement. It's a statement. So to have somebody Babaja, who with all due respect, you cannot compare him to Mr. Dabo.
No,
they are all human beings, but they are not of the same level.
No.
So for that man to come and say such a thing about to a statement like Mr. Dabo, without any evidence, without any proof, just because he.
But is Babaja the first person to sit on national social mainstream medias and make claims of national leaders and without any proof? Like I said, I sit here, I listen to a platform where Mamadou Sabali said the president of the republic threatened his life,
Yeah.
And yes, that was also on Fatu Network. Mamadou Sabali sit on that platform. He called the president a sleeping person. He don't know nothing, he said the president ako kan wo laftal yaplale. Mamadou Sabali knows that it's because of the democracy we are enjoying now in the Gambia. That's why he but nobody speak about that, But this boy came here. He make what he was saying. Babaja have millions of views every day when he speak on maybe Fatu, the how to call it, this Tonya case or the whole of Fatu network. All they apply or they streaming every day will never reach even 100,000 views or 400,000 views a day. But Babaja is a big figure. Babaja doesn't need the Fatu network to make his propaganda. That's why they need him. Babaja is itself a big platform.
It's true. It's a big platform, Babaja is a big platform. But who is Babaja and what did he stand for? That's what you have to put. That's what you have to question. Babaja, to him, he can say anything. He's beyond. He don't care. He don't. There's no ethics. There is no rule that guide him. But Faro Network is guided by ethics.
You see the difference between Malon for any new program or Ifambondi.
Yeah. I started watching it.
Babaja was on that platform.
Yes, I watched a short clip of him. Not just
you see that boy how he went with Babaja, and how Mohammed went with Babaja. the differences are that boy have his ethics, he have his program, and he have his the way. Maybe he's a trained journalist.
Yeah.
You know, Mohammed is an entertainer like
He's
Baba.
a comedian like Baba. Yeah.
Like Babaja. These people, it's just like me and you here. We are having an open conversation. This can go anywhere, apart from like maybe our exposure to national interest, to politics, and also not being so biased, not being so blindly loyal to people, or trying to character assassinate anybody. We can also sit down here and say anything that we want about a particular person. Like
true.
that. Maybe this is the problem these people have. That's why Dabab Malik was absolutely right, that when it comes to this kind of mistakes, the Gambia Press Union, they have to strive to moderate programs that airs on national television. When you invite people like Baba Jah on your platform, let it not be politically motivated, because Baba Jah is a propaganda tool. UDP have been using him before he left them. He was a big propaganda tool of the UDP. Now he is at the Barrow camp, NPP camp. He is now a big, and yala mune nyingena serious in the, because it all damalem.
That's true. You know one thing about Babaja. What Ningamu and the Wolamu, whoever associates with Babaja, you have to be very, very careful with him. Make sure he don't know your secret. Make sure he don't know anything about you, because he's not someone who can be trusted. Today, if he is with you, he can do anything. But the next minute he's not with you. Whatever he knows about you, your private life, everything, he will go out there and expose you. So it's not someone you can. It's not trusted somebody you can go to battle with. You leave you there and go. You die alone. When it comes to his interest.
That's why when I engage you on the conversation about this subject, Iteni Madiwali, I was trying to understand. I was trying to see your view. Are you people finding this only offensive because it is about Usainu Dabo, or is it that it is morally unaccepted for people to use the freedom of speech that we have now in the Gambia, the freedom of expression, the rights to information, like accurate information that we have now? Gambians can get accurate information because nobody is suppressing the press. Now it's high time that we try to bring ethics into the press, that the press can educate the people, inform them, you understand, bring educative programs on TV. We on other nations, if people speak ill of a state, like a government, like they did, these people, their license might be revoked. We see several times in Senegal before our dictatorship. We used to say Senegal have democracy, but even the time of Abdou Diouf, the time of Ablaye Wade, even Macky Sall, we have seen several times media houses that invite, political pundits who come on their platforms and make, claims that the state thing are not, genuine. We seen here the late Mustafa Nyas, having a lot of problems with the state because of use it platform to like, last time I hear this boy, when Pamodu Bojang came to Ifam Bondi, when this boy asked Pamodu Bojang, are you a journalist or are you a activist?
Activist, yeah.
That boy, he bring me to his platform. Because of his ethic, the way he do his conversations with these people, I said, this boy, people should try to force him to bring more people on his platform. Because he have open conversation with these people and he have guidelines. He have guidelines. He doesn't allow you to go out of. what he want to ask you. He have certain things that he want to clear with you. So he bring them onto you one by one, and then he want you to explain them. These are kind of things that we need, but not like platforms anywhere these people will get up today and go and visit my party, and and talk to my party and say, brother, my party, intel nga moy Ahmad Ba ko ite ko teng ani teng. Well, that will not help the state.
Exactly.
If you go to if you go to my party, or if you go to Ahmad Ba, or you go to Henry Gomez, or to Usainu Dabo, talk to Usainu Dabo, not about his personality. Talk to him. Listen, Usainu Dabo, you want to talk, you want to run this state. Now, what do you see this country now? It's like in UK, they have perfect name of opposition government. They call it the shadow government.
Shadow government.
They call it the shadow government.
Shadow government, yeah.
That's all. It's the shadow government, because the opposition will come into power.
Into government one day.
The people who are running about education, when things are wrong about education, they invite the Minister of Education to the Parliament. He have to come. When he come, they will pose him questions. They will ask him questions. This is what you are doing wrong, and this is how it should be. This is what we plan for this country.
Exactly.
These are the kind of things we need, but not like, inviting Usainu Dabo, talking to Usainu Dabo about Adama Barrow, or going to Adama Barrow, talking to Adama Barrow about my party, or going to my party, talking to my party about how this brother, the other brother, what is his name? Any other
Mama Kande
or Halifa Sallah. That doesn't emancipate the state and of the minds of the people. These are the kind of politics that we have to change.
Hello, are you people hearing me?
Yeah, you can hear you.
I will introduce you to the program soon. Now we are.
Okay.
We are.
You talk about that guy, a Fambondi, this is what you call journalism, because he have his item agenda Kenyan Kamun, you understand? If you want to deviate, he don't allow you. He try to come back, bring you back on what he want. Because he already have the training and also the experience to guide you along the interview. Because Nemo understand, you just ask one question, and before you ask the second question, he will take one 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So all the questions you have, you can't answer it. Because about home five can't
he will choose what he want to answer.
Yes, but he will choose what he want to answer.
He said to Babaja, I listened to these two interviews, when he had with Babaja and when he had with Pamodu.
Yes.
He was pointed to them. Listen, you are not to answer that which you want to say.
Exactly.
what I asked you, but exactly to say what you want to say. That is not how we want. I want this program to go. So I think the main problem we had in even this Tonya Keso alone is not the only problem of platforms in the Gambia. But most of the time I see platforms or interviews with political figures or prominent people that they think are political pundits in the Gambia. You see that program is all just a waste of time. It's not educative. It's all about party politics.
That's true.
Because the majority of our population in the Gambia are the youths, the younger ones. Even though we lost a lot of them in the back way, many of them are in Europe now. But our majority of our younger Gambians, because bringing political figures on platforms, allowing them to class each other. You are encouraging the grassroots to do the same, and we have seen that. Now it is very difficult. It's very difficult for me to criticize a political party or a political politician without being assaulted by anybody. Even whether it is genuine or not. Because of this class is already there, because they will go to Mama Kande and they will not tell Mama Kande, what are you busy the whole year doing? What are your plans? You are a shadow, you can be the next president of this country. They go to lawyer Usainu Dabo and tell him, listen, you might be the next president of this country. What are you planning? Okay, our education, our health system is not going the right way. When you come, how do you want to fix this? We want to know it now. We don't want to wait until you are there. You understand? You go to my party and say, my party, okay, you might be the next president of the Gambia. My party, our healthcare system is not good. Or you tell him our agriculture, is dying. How do you want to fix this? We don't want to wait until you go into the state house. We cannot reach you anymore.
Yes, sir.
We want you to tell us now. When you come there, we can hold you accountable. You understand?
No,
then
that's right.
From voting for you.
No,
But
that's true.
let me introduce this strong-headed boy here, because he have been Madiwali, welcome to this platform. Welcome to this open conversation. It's my pleasure to have you.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Boubacar Diallo. Thank you, Mohamed Fati. You getting me?
Boy.
Yes,
yeah,
we are fine. We three here.
Boy.
The three of us here have been debating in the classrooms, for so many times about motions. Some of us might be for the motion or against the motions. From that from there we argue and we learn from it. We take points from it, and when you are in the winning team, whether you are right or wrong, still you feel very happy, because this is where they teach us how from school how to criticize, how to view things, either from the negative part or the positive way. It is my pleasure to have you here. We have been contradicting each other on social media for so long, but today I choose to invite you on this platform today, because we are talking about this assassination, politics of and the freedom of speech that people are misleading in Gambia. I will let you first greet and introduce yourself. Then maybe we pick up from me and where me and Mohammed stop before we wrap up.
Thank you very much, Boubacar. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Yes, Mohammed, you said.
Boy.
Mohammed, after you want to go and pray too.
Yeah, I want to pray in 5 minutes time.
Yeah,
it's almost time now. So let me pray quickly and come.
No problem. I will pray after. No problem. You know me, I'm a rascal.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Boubacar.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm very happy, to be part of the program.
Thank you.
Covering first the Yenyum platform or create, I was very, very happy.
Okay, thank you for that.
Happy in the sense that you want to bring the whole URR or the whole Gambia under one umbrella.
Thank you.
Most especially the youths. As you rightly said, yalon to le time or time mena molka debate ni nata debate in social media today. Until many yalon ko we are from the same batch like 2021, 2022. And tema moja me yalon kaka finti social media with character assassination, insult, political of dirty politics. Tema moja until ko men kake. In the sense that we were well taught.
That you can say that.
Yes, we are well taught, because nanama moja ne baji kono me alon ka fintita akata social media abenden role kela abe call kela I have never ever seen that.
That's good. That's good. That is good that you observe.
Yes, I observe it. So ntenga ka foko until we are well taught, you understand you can currently debate after the end of debate, whether you win or lose, everybody becomes happy.
Yes.
But until we the youths, we can change the atmosphere.
Yes, this is what this is. You know, you have I want to have you today because in
Yeah.
our in our exchange of views on the social media platform on Facebook, like on
Mhm.
certain topics, you always point this what you say. EMM for Jansai. Equal we
Uh,
the youth, we can change this. This is why
yes.
I want to understand what do you mean with the youth? We can change this. Ite mune ila miroto. Until funding calls singing falling no nyadi.
We can change it in the sense that
Mhm.
ite be menke kan platform auto
Mhm.
to enlighten people,
Mhm.
to enlighten the youth. Ibe menke ka amange komi ikara jutwala de it's going far.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, it's going far.
Mhm.
Because kabri platform on you open keji bele in mo jamal invite from base from different people like Asan and other people. Ika open conversations with them.
Mhm. Yeah.
So a youth like you, when engaged
Mhm.
in many youths, will make them to
Mhm.
change their character towards the type of politics that we are having and the type of freedom we are having. Because we are from a dictatorship.
That is one. That is one
Where
one point. Yes.
okay, wherein there was no freedom of speech,
Mhm.
there was no democracy.
Mhm.
So ite aje kabri mbota dictatorship kono ko da freedom of speech democracy sai akamulna ko mi yefonyo dum akamulna ko mi fali jabiyongo falo mi yalon ko is fresh sai yejulo bonda la ka bori nyamen akamul sai no gambian on bole nyama sai.
Tonyalti. Yo, that is
So
perfect. That is true.
okay sa bole nyama so pro yewo control no e ka falo
Mhm.
nyintale ya muta ya simfulo kada.
So you mean what do you mean by that? You mean that the state should put hand on that?
Not even the state alone,
Mhm.
including you and me, many conversation on MENA will change many people.
Okay.
Yes, will
That.
change many people. By inviting people in your platform,
Mhm.
yes, will change many youths.
Okay. You know,
Yes,
I will ask you this question. I know you are a militant or a supporter of the United Democratic Party. Let's put
yes.
party politics apart. Me, I am not
Pardon.
affiliated with any political party in Gambia.
Political party, yes. Yes.
No, I am a member of the. I am a political. I am a registered and I'm a militant PDRS. I'm a PVDR in Belgium. This
Yeah.
I am a member of a political party in Belgium. So this
Mhm.
qualifies me to associate with any political party in the Gambia or anywhere
Okay.
else. If I want
In
to
the world.
associate with a political party, I have to go out of this political party first to associate with
Mhm.
my this is even my this is my membership card for 2001. You see,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
they said lead card. This is lead card. That is Dutch. It mean
Yeah.
membership card.
Okay.
It mean membership card. So
Okay.
this let's put party politics
Aside.
apart. That's
Mhm.
mean where I'm affiliated is far from where you are affiliated. But we
Mhm.
are all until bota dula killing until the
Mhm.
mental we were teach the same, and you rightly said here we were well taught. You
Mhm.
know, you are right. If you have conversations with people that we went with school, you know,
Mhm.
talk to them. That's why I like talking to our boys. You know,
Mhm.
people always tell me to invite our elders. You know,
Mhm.
but I feel like to talk to people like you,
Mhm.
like Mohamed Fati, like Asan
Mhm.
Jaite, like Majidi, like all other brothers. You know, young people or younger brothers, and try to talk to
Mhm.
them because
Mhm.
I wanna feel that energy.
Yeah. Mhm.
What is what is your observation of Gambian politics? The party politics aside.
Komi, the way the system is going,
When you say system, what do you mean?
Thank you.
komi atmosphere in Katanyaming,
Mhm.
it was not conducive at all.
Sign or before?
Saying Abenyamin Kwol, it was not conducive. It's not conducive. Between second regime and this regime, among conducive at all.
Mhm.
Why?
Explain.
Because in second regime, in second republic, that's Yajame's regime,
Mhm.
intimidation ole beje. You force me to do this thing by force. That's politics of intimidation. Like aita alcalolia, aita sefolia, commissioner by force this amount of people. I want this amount of vote in this area, or else you will be in trouble. Aita, institutional to understand you all the institution you vote for me. If you see you are opposing me, you will be in trouble. Okay, what I'm of political of intimidation nebeje. Saim kabo botaje saim democracy nata. That politics of democracy fanang until you sol min nyanta understand na I can see to that paringol lea understand katambin tolla.
Muna sabu, muna tinay wofo.
Because ni nata jibe I think that karandiro min nyanta kan karandi men na civic exercise world sata.
Okay, I asked this question before you come up this platform. I ngameng for Mohammed Ejang ngafa nkai kone. Ite ya mira the amount of energy that civil society coming use ka use pour ka more sensitize pour ye voters card all nini. Yamira they should not add like 50% on that to sensitize people why they have to have a voters card. What is the essence of it? Why should you be voting? Why should you be voting for Madiwali? Why should you be voting for Boubacar Jallow or Mohammed Fati? Don't you think it's high time this subject comes on the ears of the people, like the electorate?
Very well. Because it will decide your future. Voting for a capable person will decide your education. It will decide health facility be work la nyadile. It will decide agriculture be work la nyadile. It will decide road construction or communication or bebe kala no nyadila correct. So we need real civic education towards the youths because they understand very well. In that 2016 election, is more than the youths.
But along 2016 youth sold our youths were all mind how they do this mind fucked. Sorry for the language. Because you are so distracted of this this transatlantic, I don't know how to do this.
No, what that matter? Yalla munam problem oti.
No.
Our minds have been poisoned that incumbent, ajiata wadi akuyate wo abe winnale. So a kadol diam de taje toto ni diam foi ka foi ndamanta carte fayla because Yajame is going to win.
Waste time wolem.
So mindset lebe mon kono wala in 2016 kabrim baro winter imagine kabra finda koy I was surprised amount of people member noma and in nata carte men soto a difference so nyingi asia baketale. I thought that men soto will be more than that. And it's something true. Most of the youths were following him without voters card because nine be bulo kono vote or man vote Yajame is going to win.
But brother, you make a certain point here. It's not about only the youths. Yalong our African politics. Maybe you are not living in Europe. You never left. You never came here. You don't know about party politics. Ask Mohammed Fati here. You know how politics are made in Europe here. This political of political jamborees or party politics like Ikamenke, ni rallies or Ikamenke in Africa, in Gambia. You don't see them here. They don't exist here. Yalong Yang what exist here? A briefing boss. Later on, they will send you this letter and tell you they send you a pamphlet on your door that will explain Mohammed Fati, the candidate of Woolies Sanunding or something like that. What he want to change. That pamphlet will come to your house. You will read everything about him. Boubacar Jallow also will send his to that house. You, the person who live in that house, the day that you go to vote, you decide from what you learn from these two people. It's not about how many numbers of people you saw following him. This is what this is the politics. Because these are even first of all, they are waste of resources. They are waste of time. Most of the time, they carry a lot of people from different areas. These people leave their families, leave their job, they leave everything to follow you to go to convince 1,000 people about your well-being, who you are, how you want to be.
Yalo, sorry, let me come. It come for is something true, but as at now, what a possible no in Africa, because the amount of illiteracy in Africa.
You are speaking the same language of the ghetto youth in the ghetto, saying incumbent will not will always win.
Exactly. So for side. Just listen. It's not going to be easy because of the amount of illiteracy. Because a layman like my people from provinces, ita kaito sambala ya sambela bundala, come manifesto, everything better la they cannot read and write.
No, I just gave you an example.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I understand you. I understand you.
When the PDOIS or the UDP or the NPP or GMC or anybody, when they want to go, they just make a delegate from themselves. Doesn't need to bring all this jamboree along, all this fanfare, just to go and distract a full community. They go and distract a full community. You imagine they come to Basse with 100 of cars. When Basse, maybe they don't see all those cars in a day, and they bring Jeliba Kuyate, they bring all these artists. They distracted the society at first,
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
It's all distraction.
Yeah, that's true, yeah, for real, man.
Because people will this
is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It will take us time. I think coming for Janimbe Rich Laje, but we will be there one day. We the youths coming up, coming Mohammed Menjaye. It will come one day. But as at now,
we have to get involved.
We have to get involved.
Like Mohammed is unfortunate. Mohammed is living in Belgium now, but he can only send ideas to GMC, but he cannot go and sit in their Congress, take part in the Congress and be writing with them how things have to how they have to run the party. He cannot, but you are there. If you are part of one party, you can go there and take part. Tell them, listen, what we are doing doesn't help. If you don't believe me, see all the elections, the past elections. We have large numbers what we still lost. We cannot take 1,000 people to a 500 inhabitants. That doesn't make sense. You cannot move with 1,000 people to Sare Party when Sare Party only have 100 people living there. Nobody owns a vehicle in Sare Bubakar. Sintu Amadou. They don't even have a proper road network. And you want to go and make a big rally in Nyankoi. When Nyankoi have their own problem, you bring 500 cars into Nyankoi at once. Even all these Jahanko women will forget about going to the airport.
What you are saying? What you are saying is really making sense. But commentary to Mohammed Kanyim, I'm one of in youth's forum. Exactly is how they are thinking. Jamaica is no need for us to go for a rally. Let manifesto just go to GRTS or QTV. Yes, everybody no need to go to rally. But as of now, system it cannot be possible for to be seed likely in provinces.
Let me be clear here. I am not against rallies. I am against fanfare rallies. You can go when you come to Nyankoi, make sure when you come, you are talking to the people of Nyankoi, not people of Dingiring or people of to talk to the people of Nyankoi. You come like your speakers, you come with your delegate, the people that you think can convince the people of Nyankoi. invite the people of Nyankoy to come to the Bantaba or any gathering. They come there. You talk to them. You move to this next village. Don't bring along all this fanfare. People of Combo everywhere, 100 cars, UDP cars, GPP car, PPP cars, or all this king. No, they leave everything and they go. You first, you are wasting money, which you could have helped the state with. You know, we were talking about it, Mohammed, here. This, like England, a SADO government.
It's true.
SADO governments, the UDP, the money that they spend on political rally can ease a lot of burden of suffering people in the Gambia. The NPP, the party, the money they put in political rallies or political fanfare can help a lot of communities in the Gambia. Likewise, other political parties. But people, they need to distract people from reality to get their vote. You know, they go to the state house and they forget them. Mohammed,
let me comment. Mario, first of all, you know, be welcome, you know, to the conversation for the first time. And Bavula Ganya, I can affirm, you know, justice. I for justice, you know, Munana, you know, Manta keep justice, you know, President of the Gambia. Because I remember you want to be a president of the Gambia.
Gambia network is breaking, huh?
You can't hear.
Yeah, now I'm hearing you, Mohammed. I'm hearing you. You can go ahead.
Justice Dante Kaba Kamale.
Go Justice Mari Mwali. So what happened to the justice and also what happened to the presidency? Because you can't make a president. So Mune is the first letter for Mune.
Maybe ni lawyer Dabo Bodaja Telebekela candidate.
No, Mansilam, no. As at now, you know, Madla leadership for you know, at us now.
Okay.
You know, if possibly, I want to serve in the parliament, sir, to defend my people.
Still. No, like Babu Kari Kamunfo, you know, I think it's high time we start thinking in that direction. Yes, because right, at this very moment, maybe at a possible no, like it's too late. But you know, the moment we start talking about it, and political parties will engage. We bring these ideas to them. You know what? Because it's going to cause use all of this rally is going to be very minimal. Not you know, with a sizable number of delegation. Just this person can talk about the party policy and convince people. Well, take those people, few of them, and move them to places and talk about it. And then if I you can save that money for the party. You know, that money can stay in the party, you know. And if I a political opposition party will be in a position, come on, Marco, you know, out of that money. Because the government spend in our rally and in our campaign, you know. You know, we will be able to do something, another matter in government, but from time to time, we'll be able to help, you know, in our own ways. I understand.
So it can help them to furnish and
if some things,
political bureaus and their political agents in India.
Exactly. You can pay employees.
Okay, Bubakar, sorry. Bubakar, imagine last time ni medium kan weed youths can change the atmosphere.
Yeah, we can.
It's a culture. Yes, for you falling instant have a kolealale. Because it was here for 30 years during Jawara's regime. Another 22 years for Jammeh's regime. So for these 5 years also in Barrow's regime, so it means it was almost 56 years. What culture be more lebrain nekono. So, but through this diamondingol men yalon ko kana nyinke Bubakar comme through this diamondingol comme Bubakar ite platform men create nyin diamondingol kana juru nyin diamondingol through this diamondingol imagine non just this short period within this short period ndanga understand ite understand Mohammed ya understand. So if you bring somebody else also ofanamba understand won nyama ofana ta do karani won nyama o do karani gradually we will go to the point but not at this as at now. It cannot be possible.
You are absolutely right. But, Yes, but we have to get involved.
Yes.
We have to get involved. You are right. We the youths, but we don't have to wait. We have to get involved now and then, sell these ideas because, like, until people
You
who
are
are
in, you
in
are
the West, I am
you are
even,
already in the boat. Boubacar,
what
you are
surprised
already
me?
you are already in the boat.
No, yalo
You are
mune
already in the
surprise. Yalo mune surprise recently. Even this generation, what you are talking about here. If I look at in all these political parties in the Gambia now, you see a lot of people who are in the executive or in the running affairs of these political parties. Most of these people are educated in the West,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
they did not learn any political, like, okay, in America is the same politics which going in the Gambia. That's why how they run politics in America. But they don't take the president or these people. They don't take along people. They go to talk to the people of Pennsylvania or New York. They go there. They talk to them. They don't take along people. So you look at like NPP, you look at UDP, you look at GMC, you look at all these political parties. They have figures in them who have been studying in the West, who lived here even for so long, and they are part and parcel of these political parties. They don't change, like you are saying, Mohammed. Madiwali. They should have bring. If I was to go back to Gambia now and get involved with any political party in the Gambia, I will bring what I learned from politics here, because I'm politically involved here. Because we three here, we have been indoctrinated since in the classroom. I am politically active here. I will come to those people. This party, I will be involved. I will tell them, listen, all this politics that you are doing is nothing. It's nonsense. If in Belgium here, in this city where I am, if I want to have the list of everybody living here, their address and their names, I will have them. If I am politically, they will give it to me. I know everybody who is very, eligible to vote. I know where you live. So 1 and 2, bro, it's very easy. You go to the
No, Boubacar, excuse me, Boubacar, excuse me. You see, me alone this year. Ntenga moment convince me alon ko inna man sibo fanka karte 5 is 5.
How much?
It's more than 5. Ntenga moment register me alon ko they have inna man register in their life. It's more than 5.
You see?
Why? Because in saying katanya me, it's just like a hook. Ni lafta nyawo mutala. Ika fenne ke dolingo bala ya fay ba kono to attract the fish. Pray na yin dolingo nyinka fonte.
Don't you think that is what is spoiling our African politics?
No, just listen. No, just listen. It's a hook. What I mean when I say it's a hook.
Yes.
When I say it's a hook, it's a mean of sensitizing them, not to give them something, because I don't have anything. This vote, this election will decide your future. You know, decide il education be kala ñaari le ibe school be to sula ñaari le il lopitano be bo sula ñaari instead of ita sam pharmacie to mbe depend ñaari le we feed ourselves on agriculture janin ka depend foreigner ka outside ka kodo ki na mol so through that men economy ba manage la ñaari le mbe fela home ñaari le masakunda be kol be kala ñaari le it will depend on our this voters card. So through that diamo ka justice yek moment for is something true meta voters card ni dendale ke convince they go and find voters card ikana. Yeah, gradually also this concert men kada jang concert men kada jang this voters concert men kada jang say we ajibele rock the concert we ajile mo jamal manifest yeah, how many youths register it has never happened, so nyai tan le kafuko civic education gradually is coming. It can feel because momo rock concerto or being a voters card them. So nyai tan le kafo youths now they are entering in politics, but if do not political political maturity bena nyadile, it depends on videos coming in social media ita kanyum platform men create ibe mol invite kan ibena side now we all register we are in politics, but ya ne laftam na political me yalon ko even if we are going to campaign, no need we go with thousands of people or tens of thousands of cars, but just few cars ngata banta bato nga mol invite that yena nga agenda wafia ngatambi. So through that we usually change the atmosphere. Mal fo kam filen kam fo.
Yeah, that's correct. That's true.
Madiwali,
Yes.
I asked this brother before you came. How do you see about this press, the press and the mainstream and press, mainstream and social media, political and character assassinations in the Gambia. People trying to sell false agendas using character assassinations, and in our mainstream, our media houses, before they bring educative programs to the people, they bring people to just to to talk about personalities. What do you learn about that?
Mohammed or me?
Ite Madi.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Comme ika memfoting. It also depends on platform o me alon ko be mo invite la je ada bal platform o ñu control la ñame. Because kabrin tong ite ñu programme o start. I have been following you now almost a month, I can say, or 2 weeks. But nanama insult mo je. You are not a trained journalist, not so.
No. But I don't come here to talk to people about politics alone. I come here to exchange ideas with people. I don't come here to talk about Madiwali. I don't come here to talk
exactly. But wo fo ya itan le kafo hanata le canal do ka conversation okay ka idea ni mo bulu. But ite ba mo dol be je men yalla ko ne invite le platform ko no. With that fine maybe ka insult someone angele.
Mom toñal.
Okay, but through that insult, Italian regulator, no. A human society is an exchange of ideas.
Yeah, but Madiwali, don't you think it's the same freedom of this democracy you were talking about? How do you frame it? If it fali men nyadi?
Okay, maybe yala komi for democracy men nata kame for Mohammed maybe Mohammed e fali jabiong lo yala fali jabiong ni
that is not the same thing that applies to our media house.
Okay. And it applies to our media, but it depends on how that individual is trained. Ntol ni tele be fenkata wala kono bari ntol lom nyim media kono itele nyim platform kono insult na manke je.
No, I don't reach that to anybody.
Okay, so kabri mu diabo be start la nga wala fay ko we are well taught nteni teni Mohammed ntel 40 daming nga debate kejle different type of debate but mo na man kam fa after the debate ni me first or second we all jubilant we become happy. So still now no the same character no nata media kono. So listen.
I'm listening keenly.
Many along ko itele manyin long maybe ma wolong imanyin journalism long ina manyin media long because mo dol be maybe man debate ke during their school time hani debate ke fa maybe imka involved in debate so mo me along ko ite involved to debate ite you are the key architect maybe ni te mo invite nam pour kanta host as ite de invite nam pour ngana ila platform auto Itali nyanta ka control ka ko no ni lafta out of topic no yabo justice no this is not a character assassination amang ko mbe nyon nenale o nga mole personal fonko nyinta nga attack we want civic education ya understand ne a human society is an exchange of ideas ibe idea la fula molie society yo me yalon ko abe society na fala abe dinul na fala abe ne future na fala It ka control. It may allow come impact to the social media. Social media doesn't mean that you should come and insult or you should come and character assassinate. No. If you invite somebody, your host.
But but these media houses or these social media platforms, we seen people use them, on base of political will or ignorance. And they try to harm people, even those who mean good. And if I want to talk good about Madiwali, if I start one sentence and if they don't understand me, they come at me. They try to attack me. Oh, like Mohammed Fati, you put it very well here. If they are talking about GMC, NPP and UDP all day will be sit down and say, because there was a point. I follow this media. There was a point they were attacking brother Mai Fati unjustly. I could not understand it. I can understand fully how Brother Maifati feel and people like you who are so close to him. Brother Maifati, I don't know him personally, but knowing his family, people like you, Male Fati, and his younger brother. If I look at him, I see you, I see my Fati, Male Fati, I see myself in him. So there are things that they might say about him. It might be so offensive about, I will say, no, that is not just. That likewise, if somebody is talking about lawyer Usainu Dabo, because people like I don't know anybody who are related to Usainu Dabo until I know like Os Mixmaster is a relative somehow related to him. So you see, I know somebody who if I say anything wrong about Usainu Dabo, if he see it, he will be offended, and that boy is my childhood friend, and I don't want to spoil that, So I will, if I want to talk about Mama Kande, and maybe I know somebody, who is related to Mama Kande, and this kind of things. So, but in the Gambia, people just because they are not affiliated with the UDP, they don't mind to say anything wrong about the UDP or anybody involved with the UDP. If anybody is in, you think it's high time, like Daba said, it's high time that the press union of the Gambia, they try to to control these media houses. What is drama should be drama.
You are absolutely right. Mohamed Akamemfo is absolutely right. Like last week, men hapunta. Yeah, understand me. I think as a trained journalist, me along ko atel tam platform oti. Koni hapunta damenje anyanta management ko la fo ko no. Alo koni stop.
But what is just like me and you here.
No. Listen, no.
That man is not a trained journalist. He was carried along.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Exactly. Two of them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Two of them are not trained journalists.
No, Babaja is not a journalist. No. Mohammed is also.
All of them are not even a journalist. They are not journalists. They are just comedians.
I think for a professional journalist platform, ni left a program or deal mola me alonko is not a trained journalist. You have to show him the guidelines that this and this and this is what you should do.
But I did not watch thoroughly all these programs of Mohammed program, this Tonya Keso. But like Mohammed also, his program is like open conversation. He doesn't have like teams. He just invite you. You have a free chat. That's how it is. But what Mohammed failed to understand is what Mohammed missed was that Babaja is a loose cannon. Babaja is a weapon. Babaja is because what all Babaja said on that platform, maybe Mohammed doesn't follow Babaja thoroughly much. But Babaja, apart from saying that lawyer Usainu Dabo had a child with outside wedlock, that is the only new thing I hear him say there. That surprised me. But I know that can be also false allegation because he is there to assassinate the statesman. That is his objective because he have been saying this on his platform and he have been writing them. People have been sharing this on the social media for so long. If the UDP platform did not stop insulting him, he will reveal big secrets about it. He will say things that are very dangerous, that are very discredit to their statement. But
understand, go to your own special platform and do that. But as a media trained platform, it should not be said there.
I gave two examples here. This boy, Mohammed, we talk about him here, the other boy, Ifam Bondi. Boy journalist. Babaja Babaja appeared on his platform first, but Babaja did not have a chance to rant like he rant on that platform, like he did on Mohammed.
Exactly. Mohammed
had a banter bar, and the other boy have a informative journalist platform.
Exactly.
So it's different.
Babakar, Kukilimbe Yandaka understand. within like freedom of expression, freedom of speech. Babaja, in his mind, he's speaking like a la freedom of speech, I call it for freedom of expression. You understand? And then one thing about Babaja, I don't know whether it's true or not, whether I'm right or wrong, but I think Babaja is being used as a weapon. Because politicians, they do this.
He said at Asita J, according to UDP, they offer him money to other people when he was in the UDP camp to character assassinate, propaganda assassinate the president. And he was doing that. He was doing that by then. He was doing that by then.
Yeah, politicians sometimes.
So why are you people thinking that it's not the same thing that is happening now? That he's just making false.
Mohammed, let me come because until battery phone jita later. Coming for you, people like me.
We are coming to wrap up, even. We are coming to wrap up now.
People like me and people like you, people like Mohammed. Maybe 100 million, we are not going to do it because science Lemiro Tatadami, the Lemiro is to change the atmosphere. Everything you talk about here is very sensible. People are following and gradually it's developing. So maybe as time goes on, it will be more as maybe as brutal as Babaja. But it is left to you, Bubakar, to control the individual. I come to educate people. As the human society is an exchange of ideas.
Discussion on that. It leads Mohammed ala pass with UDP and in present. That leads them to this discussion because Babaja was part of the UDP. So if you think if you see Mohammed lost control of Babaja because Babaja is trying to explain why he left the UDP. What is his problems with the UDP? Now he's not talking about UDP as a party. He chose to speak about his problem between him and lawyer Hussein Uda. So
no, but let me go.
Mohammed lost
my party was a close associate to UDP before.
Yeah.
But in Nanamukamwe, I put the platform with character assassination. Or anybody from GMC.
Don't compare a grade 9 graduate.
Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. I'm coming. Just listen. I'm coming. Just listen. I'm coming. No, I'm coming. No, let's just listen. I'm coming. Tida Bobo Kijera, you follow him. You follow her. Tida Bobo Kijera for the same thing. In Anamukamu, Abakrata assassination. Okay, ka?
Yeah, no, you see me. I will tell you here something. In 2017, 2006, I blocked a lot of Gambian social media houses, even personalities. Hani Pamodu Bojang, I blocked Pamodu Bojang when he was broadcasting inside his kitchen. There is one sister. One sister, Atomu Binet Bojan. I have not respect for her. I have no problem because I said,
you are echoing.
Mohammed, you are echoing. Madi.
I'm okay. In fact, I even want to wrap up because we are coming to pray. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wrap up. I block these people because I in this boy who is in Canada. He's now on
Jide.
Ahmed Jide.
These two people, I block even Baba Jah by then. I block talking. I stop all these houses. Where I feel they are missing. Binet Bojang, anybody who touch me on a men vacating to go and I block you. She say I should block her first.
No, Bubakar, to wrap up, Mohammed, to wrap up, sorry, in fact,
I just block her because they blocked me first. I block her. Still now, she did nothing wrong to me because my opinion about Amadou Bojang by then doesn't change. So
okay, well, to wrap up, people like Ahmed, maybe Ahmed Gite, we enter disappointed because Atafana is at least a well-landed person. But Atafana politico, komi along kadum politico kun anim ka politico long amanke kilindi. So don't be idunda politico kun imam politico long. So for them to know the politics, I think this type of platform is very good to create it. Ikamol invite Al-Kadiam, Al-Kakacha. I'm very happy today. I'm wrapping up because we are coming to pray.
No problem. I will get you one.
Thank you very much for justice.
I will get you another time. We will get
Thank you very much, justice.
Okay. Baraka back. Allah baraka.
But Asan Tijan, ni Asan Nata, I will bring you back. Then we'll talk party politics.
Asan Nata mba butong lola le, mba Asan butong lola le.
I'll bring you one Asan, we talk party politics then.
Yeah, no problem. It's an exchange of ideas. Maybe we learn a lot from each other.
Yes,
definitely.
On this platform, we will learn more.
Thank you.
Because
thank you so much, boy. I'm very happy.
We will go back to Nasir and do it as we used to do.
Inshallah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Justice. Thank you very much, bro.
Boy, Madi. Hey, Mohammed, boy. So, what do you have? You see, it's nice to have our former classmate back.
Yeah, definitely.
But
he raised some very important points, and definitely, I think he sometimes I can provoke later. He provoked us and he have ideas. Yeah,
I told him maybe he was just trying to
provoke us.
One by one, maybe when he comes next time, when Hassan is here, we will talk about politics and party politics like we did today. We talk about party politics. We did not go any out of topic. We learn from each other. So, boy, Babulala, you wrap up because we already, we should have stopped a long time ago. But this boy come in.
Justice come,
Yeah. So, thank you for the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Just talk in closing, like Napolitico Gambia, I think we should think again how we do politics, because the yanda kamen kacha olomu ngasinga kacha ndamol tema. How comes for 56 years now na banko agriculture sama mantano nyato, for 56 years now education mantano nyato, for 56 years now jarakenda mantano nyato. So yanda kacha ko yanda kamun kacha lalto, ndamol tema politicianol dammal tema banku dum damman tema so nga kisisiroke munekata munata na ñu manke up to now. Why? So when we know this problem, then nga kata damman nga kacha, whether we are opposition or government, we need each other. Nga kacha banko interest nga jube si banko samano nyamen na I understand. Then ñu kata bajila ko at least banko be bodame betambelo leno but ninko majube la ko na party interest mo jibela nimmo de idea na fe ninamang nimmo da particular de sonna may I try to bring him down fongo siwal bula ngay ngana banko interest jube I understand. And I will thank you a lot for this creating this platform mungalam fana mo kan idea exchange don't think it's small. This is yimuku ba de mungalam ko akamulla idea akamul ndema modo kan nyin ko le France and some of the people after they watch it kapunyo ko del malam ke kan because they people think I don't talk too much and I don't know, so they are surprised when I can come here and talk a lot of things.
We all don't talk too much. But when you have something to say,
exactly.
If Mohammed Fatih have something to say, if you ask him important things, then he will talk to you. But Mohammed Fatih will only because he have a Facebook and go Facebook live and say, GMC thing, my Fatih. No, Mohammed Fatih is exposed to better things, So.
So it's very entertaining, it's very educative, at the same time interactive. So thank you very much for that, and I'm thanking them we have baraka, and on the try conversation give and we can follow for and remember you are outside there, you think you can contribute positively. You have ideas, you can reach out, and then you share ideas, Yeah, you are welcome,
Everybody is welcome. That's why it is called conversation.
Yeah, really.
Boy, my youth, have a restful weekend.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna who are you betting tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I want Italy to win. I'm betting for Italy.
I knew colonialism. You don't like England?
No.
Okay.
They put up in the dismiss.
I will go in for them because of my nephews there. I don't mind.
We have a lot of Gambian refugee in Italy, so at least.
Boy, thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, Stefan, I will just bid farewell and say thank you very much for everybody who watched this program and who will be watching it again. You know, we were just exchanging ideas. I am very happy to be talking to two of my former classmates, you know, who I used to sit in the same class with from grade 10 to grade 12. So you know, and like Muddy said, you know, we are grateful to our teachers who were teaching us, you know, and they taught us well. You know, they open our minds to see things different. So I wish you all a wonderful night. May we have a restful weekend. Thank you very much.